everybody, to Rock Resurgence Radio. My name is Chad, your host, and this is Hump Day Headbangers. You know what that means? Wednesday, Hump Day. Anyways, I've been kind of a little missing in action lately. I freaking killed my back at work. We did a whole store move, and I did way more than I should have because that's kind of how I roll. I mean, if something needs to get done, I try to get it done. And I overworked my back, and it gave me some serious issues. Anyways, I went down to Bismarck today, and I got a cortisone injection in my low back. I'll probably get another one in my mid back, and about 3-4 months. You can only have them every so often. Anyways, I got a couple great songs for you today from a band, a little bit heavier band. They started off kind of as a hardcore punk band, and then they moved towards a slower blues tinged heavy metal sound. They formed in 1982 in Raleigh, North Carolina. The band I'm talking about is Corrosion of Conformity. And I'll be honest, I didn't get into a lot of their stuff, but this freaking album, Deliverance, is amazing. And it is super good. I've listened to some other stuff. I like it as well. I just really got into this album. There's 2 songs that the ones I'm going to talk about that just kick some major ass. So I thought I'd talk about them. They've kind of had the only founding member left is a guy named Woody Weatherman. The rest are all fill-ins. So the classic lineup is considered Woody Weatherman, founding bassist Mike Dean, founding drummer Reed Mullen, vocalist rhythm guitar player Pepper Keenan, who joined the band in 1989. They're considered the classic lineup. But they're still out there doing it, kicking ass all these years later. Like I said, the album I'm talking about is Deliverance, and it actually got on the Billboard Top 200. I think it peaked at 155. So that's pretty good for, kind of a heavier band. But they're groovy, they're catchy. So I want you to check them out. Even if you're more hair metal, check these 2 songs out because they're just really, really good songs. Deliverance, that's their 4th album, and it's the first with Pepper Keenan. So I think the reason they call it the classic lineup is kind of when they took off. So this album took off. The next album after it, I can't remember the name of it. I want to say Blind or something like that. I can't remember, but that album also did well. And no, it was I think it was Blind. Anyways, and then they just put out the latest album that they put out, according to Wiki, is No Cross, No Crown, which I have not listened to, but I plan to do it because I was going through my library today and I'm like, who am I going to talk about? Oh man, and I seen their name and I went, oh shit, I gotta tell people about these 2 songs. Even if you don't like the rest of the album, you gotta hear these 2 songs because they are amazing. Okay, so these songs that I am talking about are Albatross, which is the first one, and it just kicks ass. It starts off just kind of a sludgy sound, and it's just freaking catchy. I'll read you a little bit of lyrics because they're kind of cool. I'll read these ones. I'm feeling left behind. Lord, what a waste of time. They're coming to get you, run on. How can I respect your crime when all you criminals whine? They bought and sold you run on. And then you can call me crazy. You can call me wrong. Because I was born a liar, albatross. And it's so freaking good. It is just, I don't know. You'd have to hear it. And I beg you to go out there and give it a try. I know this channel leans towards hair metal, but I also said, since Chris left, I'm going to talk about a little bit more bands that were also a little heavier. So that is one of them. The other song I really like is called Clean My Room. Wounds, like flesh wound. And this has got a super catchy guitar thing in it too. It's just like dun 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 dun. It's just really, really catchy. And if you can imagine that, what I'm humming, kind of heavy, it's just super, super catchy. And pardon me, I got a runny nose lately. I don't know why. I'm not sick or anything, but I got a runny nose. Anyways, again, Clean My Wounds. By the way, this album came out in 1994. So it was, the end of, we say the end, but there were still bands doing things, hair bands doing things. So I was at that point, Nirvana, all that stuff came out. And, I like some of that stuff. I owned Nirvana. Probably get shit by my buddies, my peers, but I didn't mind it. It was okay. It wasn't my thing, but fucking everybody listened to that shit. And those guys that give me shit, I guarantee they had it as well. So, anyways, this is kind of a sludgy, bluesy hard rock. And Clean My Wounds, it's cool. Some of the lyrics, I see the world through bloodshot eyes, streets filled with blood from distant lies. The dogs of war never compromise. No time for rearranging. Help me, Jesus, help me clean my wounds. He cannot heal that kind. Bleeding soul becomes a bitter mind. He said this happens every time. Knock. And then in the background, the background guys are going, knock it down. And that's how the story goes. Knock it down in the land of the thousand no's. Knock it down. I'm all over you in time. My mind is changing. Knock it down. Just super good, heavy, bluesy rock. If you like, I think I've talked about, I've done so many episodes, I don't remember who the hell I talked about, but I know I've talked about Blackstone Cherry. So Blackstone Cherry is kind of a newer version of this band. They're kind of bluesy, they're kind of heavy, and they're just kick-ass. So if you get a chance, go out and check out Corrosion of Conformity. The album is Deliverance, and the two songs are Albatross and Clean My Wounds. Both super, super good and worth your time to check out on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you check out your music, check it out. And I have watched some of their stuff on YouTube as well. They look like they'd be really good live. I've never seen them, obviously. Not obviously, I guess I could have seen them. But check them out. And a week from today, I will be in Minneapolis going to the Warning concert. And this is coming out. I'm shooting this on Monday. It's coming out Wednesday. I am going to I already talked about this in my last episode, which I just kind of tried to get edited. You guys wouldn't believe the pain when I was sitting in this chair was unbelievable. For some reason, I couldn't do this chair, and I tried a different chair. It didn't really work either. I got a big pillow behind my back right now that you might be able to see popping up there. Anyways, I'm going to the warning. Hopefully I can get some video there. I was thinking about going live there on YouTube. So I will kind of, if you follow me on socials, I'll put it on there whether or not I'm going to go live on YouTube at the concert. I don't know if I'll get in trouble with YouTube or not. So I'm kind of debating. I don't know. They came up with some new rules about new rules that I haven't read totally through, but I heard they're kind of getting serious about stuff like that. So I will be there, and this Friday, I already talked about it on the last Hump Day Headbangers, but this Friday, I had an episode from hell. I don't know what the hell was going on. We shot this Van Halen episode about a month ago, and it was 2 hours long. And I'm editing the goddamn thing, and all of a sudden, boom, my fucking screen just like everything went wonky. I don't know what hell happened. I don't know what shit happened. I thought I lost everything. I did lose everything. I had it edited. I was at the end. I was trying to export it so that I could put it up on YouTube, and boom. And I'm just like, oh my God. I just spent 4 hours editing that thing. And it was unreal. I was so mad. So anyways, I couldn't figure out. I'm calling Chris, and I'm like, and then I thought I had it figured out. And so last night, today's Monday, Sunday night, I get up at 6 on Sunday. So Sunday night, I'm like, I gotta try to get this goddamn thing edited so I can get it out this Friday. I had more trouble with that goddamn thing last night again. And oh man, I was getting pissed off. Turns out, so my computer has 512 gig hard drive. Well, that file alone was 300 and some gig. So for some reason, it would not save. But I do have a huge external hard drive. But I was saving everything on my computer because I'm like, I don't really have anything on there other than the stuff I do for podcasts. So it wasn't working. Finally, Chris goes, you got to start saving your shit to that huge hard drive you got. And I was doing that at a time, but when I did that, for some reason, when I pulled it to go edit it and stuff, it gave me all kinds of trouble. Fucking editing. It's for the birds. Anyways, long story longer. I'm now saving to my big ass hard drive. That's what I had to do with that Van Halen one in order to get it to not crash my computer because it was out of freaking memory. So I told you already on last episode, Friday, Van Halen, top 40 songs with 3 guys I consider friends, and it was really good, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Anyways, that is it for this episode of Hump Day Headbangers. I kind of talked about a lot of shit. I'm sorry. I just had to get it out there because I've been like dying in pain for the last 2 weeks. So thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you like what I'm doing, like, subscribe, tell somebody. I could use all the followers I can get. So if you can help me out, that would be great and greatly appreciated. Until next time, I will see you on Friday on the Van Halen episode, and then the following Wednesday, I don't know what my Hump Day Headbanger is going to be, but there will be one as long as my back cooperates. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everyone. Talk to you later. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really hope you enjoyed our content. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. We'd greatly appreciate it. Links to everything we discussed will be included in episode notes. Feel free to check those out as well. Until next time, stay golden, Ponyboy, and rock on.